The narcissist is always willing to make amends. They're always willing to try again. They're always willing to try the friendship again, rekindle the relationship within the family, rekindle the romantic relationship. The narcissist has to finish you off. They are returning back to finish you off. The narcissist is always willing to make amends because you are their punching bag. You're a toy for their wicked ways. Listen, if I were to call up every narcissist that I've ever met in my life that I cut off, if I was to get off this voiceover and call them all right now and say, hey, things ended the way that they ended, but, I forgive you. I'm willing to move forward. Let's give it another try. Let's try again. They would all throw a party. Go to Publix, buy cake, light candles, make it a celebration. Because yes, my favorite victim is giving me another opportunity. Now I can finally finish the diabolical plan. Do you guys understand how mentally distorted the narcissist is? I don't think you guys understand these people. That's why you're getting eaten alive in the real world, because you don't understand how people with narcissistic and sociopathic and evil tendencies operate. They're always coming back to finish you off. Always. They don't want to make amends with you, and they're not sorry. They're sorry they got caught. You have to learn to stand on business with the narcissist. You have to stand on business with people who provoke you for no reason in life. That will never happen. Don't even have a little bit of hope, because I don't play games with my life. If somebody provoked me or starts trouble with me without cause when I did nothing to you, don't like me for something that I have that you lack, whether that be my personality, my looks, the way I dress, my composure, mentality, the way I was raised, whatever it is, I have something that you don't have, and you hate me for it. So because of that, you just couldn't control your jealousy. Jealousy usually eats people alive, by the way. It's just a matter of time before the jealous person starts acting crazy. Those people that you see that out the blue, they just get up and start acting crazy towards you. The jealousy, they couldn't take it anymore. The jealousy was suffocating them. So they had to let it out. So when anybody that I fall out with in my life, I pay attention to why we fell out. Why did we fall out? What was the root cause of the fallout? If it's like a general misunderstanding, we couldn't see eye to eye, so we were okay. But if you just randomly got up one day and decided to come after me for no reason at all, and I remember that that's the way it happened, and I got a really good memory too. I remember I saw somebody at the mall, and I looked at them. I said, you know what? We fell out. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know it's something you did. I remember. And then I said, oh, wait. Now I remember why we fell off. And I gave this person the whole story. I told her the whole story. in the line at Zara. I said, I know exactly why we fell off. This is what you did. Oh, you thought I forgot. That's the thing with people. They think that after a couple of years, you're just going to forget what they did to you. And once they're bored with their new supply, because remember, narcissistic people, they have supply, right? Their new supply is boring. They're like, I had a lot of fun with her. She had a lot of good qualities. So she's more better supply. For the narcissist, the more beautiful, smart, intelligent, accomplished you are, you make the best supply. There are levels to narcissistic supply. Narcissists usually don't bother people who have nothing going on because that supply is not fun. That's boring supply. They want to go after the big dog. The narcissist wants to go after the big fish in the sea, the girl who's doing the most, the girl who's the prettiest, smartest, most intelligent. She has the best people skills. She's a hustler. She's confident. The narcissist is going to go after who has the most going on. I know that most people are narcissists. I know the majority of the world are narcissists. That's why I don't allow people around me. I always tell you guys. I don't allow people around me. The way that I live my life is very strange. I don't allow people around me. And the reason why is because I know in the world, majority of people are mentally unstable and they have undiagnosed mood and personality disorders. And you're creating this wonderful life for yourself. You're balancing your life. You're creating this beautiful environment for yourself. And the minute you let them in, they become destructive. People have a habit of destroying beautiful things. That's why I keep people at arm's length, because they have a habit of, destroying anything that is remotely good. They will come in and try to start destroying it. The passive aggressiveness. I had to block 10 people today from commenting. And we're going to talk about this, ladies. We're going to talk about this. If you didn't sign up for my masterclass on boundaries and respect, I'm doing a masterclass on boundaries and respect and teaching women how to use their masculine energy to ensure boundaries and respect is always what is being presented to them. And the reason why I block these people from commenting is because you don't get to be passive aggressive in my environment. And that's one of the major things I'm not going to give away any nuggets because that class is going to be, oh my God. For all of you ladies that joined the class, that signed up for the class, I will be sending out the link to secure your spot and purchase your spot this week. For the ladies that purchased the class, please come in with an open mind because you're going to leave that class shocked when I expose to you the way you being respected, you wanting to be respected, you demanding your respect, and you using your masculine energy for respect. A lot of women are going to hate you after you take on what I teach in that course. You're not going to be a girl's girl anymore. Girls are not going to like you because they're not going to get away with. Ladies, when you realize how women operate, you're going to understand why you have to be in your masculine, specifically when you're dealing with other women. You're going to learn that your femininity is for men and your masculinity is for women when it comes to how you deal with people. Because women have a habit of being extremely disrespectful naturally, and they don't even see it. They don't even know it. They're not even aware of it. I used to have very disrespectful ways that I had to fix and clean because as women, we're naturally programmed to think that we can get away with being disrespectful because physically we're weaker than men. So we can just go around disrespecting everybody and there's no consequence for it because we're women. I will have women come on my videos and comment passive aggressive things. They will insult me and then sprinkle it with a compliment. And they think that I'm going to let that slide. And then they just can't comment on my page anymore. You don't get to disrespect me and cover it up with a compliment. That nice, nasty stuff, that is for women who are not ascended. I'm a very feminine woman, but I'm very masculine. when it comes to how I deal with people in the world, because I need to be I'm not going to let you disrespect me. I'm sorry. So there are consequences for disrespect. That's why I don't speak to my family. You cross boundaries with me, you cross lines with me, you try to bully me, you try to abuse me, you don't get to speak to me anymore. That's your consequence. I don't care if you cry, beg, send flowers, send gift cards, send texts saying, let's work it out. You disrespected me. There is a consequence. A lot of women, you guys don't give people consequences for their actions. That's why people don't respect you. I've had people DM me, oh my God, please unblock me. Oh my God, please let me book a chat. I'm sorry. Oh my God. No, you disrespected me. There's a consequence in my world. There's a consequence for disrespect. And no, you don't get a pass for being disrespectful because you're a woman either. You will literally open up a business and a woman will email you and tell you how to run your business. What man do you know will do that? It's a constant overstepping of boundaries. There's a boundary line, an etiquette line that I believe many women, they're not aware of that boundary and etiquette line. They're not aware of it. You don't go into someone's place of business and tell them how to run their business. You don't send me an email and tell me how to run the platform I've built. That is disrespectful. But they don't even realize it. As an African American woman, you don't see me in the workplace and ask me, well, is that a wig or is that a sew-in or how did they attach that to your hair? You don't asking these questions in front of other people. Disrespectful, naturally disrespectful. That's why anytime people are in my space, women specifically, I have to make them aware. Listen, ma'am, if you don't have self-control, now is the time where you're going to have to develop it when you're in my space, because I don't allow disrespect in my space. I've had women comment on my videos and say, oh my God, you look so beautiful, but your face... You look so beautiful, but your face looks so white compared to the rest of your body, but you're so beautiful. First of all, when I'm sitting in front of that camera, behind that camera, I got about 15 lights to light up the whole set that I'm sitting on so that I'm properly seen. There's a difference between regular makeup and glam makeup. Glam makeup is a lot heavier because you have so many lights on you. You want to make sure that your face looks polished and flawless. And with all the lights, yes, my skin will tend to look lighter as a result. Oh, well, then why do you have to wear so much makeup? Because, ma'am, I want to look my best, unlike you. I'm not going to let you guilt trip me into looking my best, which is another thing that women like to do, make you feel awful for taking care of yourself. That masterclass, if you're sensitive, don't sign up for it, okay? Because I'm going to get to the nitty-gritty about all of the adaptations and changes to your personality that you will have to make in order to make sure your respect is earned. Because again, some people, they're naturally disrespectful. They naturally have a disrespectful manner. So when they meet someone who doesn't allow the disrespectful manner, they call you names. When I go into rooms, I don't just give unsolicited advice. Again, that's disrespectful. You may not realize it, but when you're giving someone advice that they didn't ask you for, it can come off extremely unsettling. But if you don't have social skills and you're socially awkward, you think you're helping the person. Before I give someone my 2 cents, I said, hey, do you want me to just listen to what you're telling me? Or do you want me to give you my opinion? Would you like me to, or you don't want me to? I ask people first because I have social etiquette. I had somebody else the other day. Oh my God, I love these videos so much better than your other videos. The other ones were so long and boring, but these formats are so good. I love it here. I can't wait for the next upload. Blocked. That doesn't fly, ma'am. Those passive aggressive ways, those disrespectful ways, those indirectly nice, nasty ways with my masculine side. Okay? You don't get to be nice, nasty, and still, but the reason, I'm not going to say anything else about that because that's for the masterclass. I'm not going to give away any nuggets. But yes, like, you got to learn how to stand on business with people. Seriously. Just stand on business with people, because if you don't, life is going to be so difficult for you if you don't know how to stand on business. You know, I had a family member the other day. We fell off, and this family member was telling my parent sad from the way that I spoke to them when they were the aggressor. That's another thing that a lot of chicks like to do, is throw the rock and hide their hand. If you call my phone overstepping a boundary and I check you about it, and you translate that as me being cutthroat, then again, you're one of the women that I'm going to talk about in my masterclass. You're not ascended. So you come being disrespectful. A woman checks you about you being disrespectful, and now you're crying? That means you don't understand that there are consequences to being disrespectful in life. Some women will be catty with you or fake it with you, or, you know, be catty with you and play the nice, nasty frenemy. You know, some women love being frenemies with other women. Like, they're frenemy. They're not even real friends, but they play along together. They know they hate each other, but they play it along. Listen, I'm not like most women. I'm not like most people in the world. So if you call me being disrespectful and I check you about it, and you translate that as me being abrasive, that means that you don't understand how the real world works. You don't understand that there are certain people that if you are disrespectful towards them, there will be a consequence for that. You see, men usually understand these concepts. That's why they're very easy to work with in the workplace, because men understand, I'm not going to check her about her makeup. I'm not going to tell her that dress is too tight. I'm not going to tell her her heels are too high. That's not my place. Men have an understanding of the invisible rules. They don't overstep boundaries, usually. They don't give unsolicited advice. They don't share their unsolicited opinions. They don't come in the workplace unleashing like a wild beast because they're having issues with their boyfriend. So they come home and they take it out on all the women in the office. Men have self-control because they know in the real world, they are men. So in the real world, men are not going to be nice, nasty with them if they overstep a boundary. Men are going to put them in a headlock if they're nice, nasty. In the real world, men don't get away with being nice, nasty. They don't get to get away with being disrespectful. They don't get to, Y'all, that masterclass is going to be, you guys better sign up. You're going to realize that you've been living your life backwards this whole time. You don't just get to say whatever comes to your mind. Before you open your mouth, ask yourself, is this disrespectful? Is what I'm about to say kind? Is what I'm about to say passive aggressive? Think before you speak. A man is not going to go up to a woman and be like, hey, this is corporate, so those heels are a little bit too high and that dress fits your body. It's, I just don't. Men are not going to step those boundaries. I'm very comfortable with my masculine energies. Very comfortable with it. I understand it, how to use it, how to balance it. Because in the real world, you're going to lose a lot of opportunities as a woman, in particular, if you don't know how to control yourself and you don't know how to put to sleep those disrespectful behaviors and you don't know how to tame yourself. You're going to be kept out of spaces because you don't know how to control yourself correctly. You're going to lose opportunities. Men are not going to want to work with you. Powerful men are not going to want to work with you because if there's certain traits. There are certain traits that you have that's unsettling. Those passive aggressive traits. There's certain traits that's going to keep you out of upper echelon environments because you don't have the skills and the social currency to conduct yourself in a manner where people want to deal with you. I was carrying a cup of hot water and all of the servers were in one section. I guess they were bagging to-go plates for their tables. As I'm coming through with a cup of hot water, I tell this one young lady, I say, hi, right behind you. Because she's bagging up her food and I'm carrying a cup of boiling hot water. And if she even jerks wrong, we will both get burned if the cup spills. And I mean really boiling hot water, steaming hot water where I had to hold the cup with a towel wrapped around the cup because of how hot the water is. I said, hey girl, I'm right behind you. Be careful, okay? Don't turn around because I don't want to burn you and I don't want to burn me, okay? This girl says under her breath, she says, I'm bagging up plates for my table. Do you think I have time to care about you and your stupid hot water? And when she said that, I just looked at her and I kept walking. Because I realized, again, this is why I stay away from most people, and I'm very, very, very cautious when it comes to women. When that happened, one of the girls that was with me that I was training her, she said, oh my God, you just straight up completely ignored her nasty comment. I'm surprised that you didn't say anything. I said, because she has psychosis. And the girl starts laughing at me because she thinks I'm joking. I'm like, no, I'm serious. She has psychosis. And she starts laughing because she thinks I'm joking. I'm like, does it make any sense to turn around and try to jump on someone who's trying to protect your well-being? Does that add up? Anytime you're dealing with a woman and something's not adding up, you have to understand that she probably has psychosis. That's why they do the crazy things that they do. A lot of people are walking around undiagnosed, you guys. And I'm not making fun of any mental health disorder. I'm not making fun of that. I work in that field. I'm not making fun of that. I'm just saying that a lot of people have undiagnosed psychiatric disorders, and that's why they act the way that they act. So again, I was older at that time, me being tamed. I'm not gonna, get in an argument and fight with her over a dumb comment like that. Clearly, I can tell this person is mentally unstable, because I'm trying to protect you and you can't even see that. So that's somebody who's mentally, again, unstable. Did this voiceover? I feel like I dropped way too many gems. Men, okay. Successful, high caliber, upper echelon men are not going to bring somebody with problematic, disrespectful, nice, nasty behaviors into his world, into his life, because he needs to one, hold his social currency. So he doesn't have time to bring you to big corporate summit festivals and you're being disrespectful, towards one of the other ladies in the room because she's pretty, and you're being nasty to her and you're ruining his business relationships. Ladies, if you don't get those character traits under control, it's going to really ruin you in the long-term run in life. Yes. Social awkwardness. What high-value man is going to deal with that kind of behavior? I remember I was Microsoft teaming with an associate that I was helping her get her account set up, her account system set up. And and for some reason, her temporary password that I kept creating for her was not working. So I call her up. I said, okay, don't worry. We're going to figure this out. I'm going to help you. I'm going to call you in 5 minutes, and then I'm going to give you another temporary password. I call her up, and I'm like, let's call her Amber. I'm like, oh, hi, Amber. What's the new temporary password? In my head, I'm like, wait a minute. And I check the phone, and I'm wondering if my phone is on mute. I said, oh, hi, Amber. Yeah, I'm here. What's the temporary password? Those passive-aggressive behaviors, those nice, nasty, passive-aggressive, disrespectful, shady behaviors will close doors of opportunity for you. And you will lose access to quality people. I remember I had this one colleague one time. I was talking to her. She was complaining to me. She's a non-black colleague of mine. She was complaining to me about one of the higher-ups and how this higher-up is rude to her, is mean to her, is nasty to her. And she was asking me what I thought. And I told her, I'm so sorry. It's very unfortunate that you had that experience. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. But I've never had that experience with that person. I'm not invalidating your experience. I'm not saying what you're saying isn't true. I don't invalidate people's experiences in life. That's not what I'm here to do. But I have just never had a negative encounter with this person. I actually think this person is actually really kind and really nice and treats me really, really well. So it's unfortunate. And she's like, well, you're a woman of color. I'm like, oh, what does me being of color have to do? Well, of course he's going to be nice to you because he's white and you're a woman of color. So he's going to be extra nice to you to avoid lawsuits. I was like, I'm going to, I have to get on a call. I'm sorry. And in my head, I'm like, you can't come for my looks. You can't come for my intelligence. You can't come for anything about me, but the only thing you're trying to indirectly shade me about is me being black. So you're telling me that in order for someone to be extra kind to me, it has to be a racial thing? That's exactly why the higher up is nasty to you because you're trash. And he's probably intuitive and he can tell that you're trash. He can tell. You know, some people have the gift of intuition. The fact that and that's the thing, and that's what I'm saying. That's the type of stuff women do. Like, they think you're not going to catch it. It's always an indirect, passive, aggressive, under the table insult. They're not brave enough to be direct with you. They have to be passive aggressive. It has to be under the table. Like what she said made no sense. And she's actually jealous that that's a higher up who's very attractive and very, 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 very powerful and low key tries to get at me sometimes. And she sees that and she knows that and she's aware of that. So because she's so conniving, she's such a conniving person, and not just her, a lot of women do this, so conniving and bitter that they have to distort the reality of something so they can change your mind. So basically, she sees the way this person interacts with me. She sees this person has power. She sees this person is attractive. She sees how much this person has tried to come at me romantically. She sees that. She's aware of that. So because she's aware of that, she has to make up some type of narrative to make me think that this person is a racist. Only thing that I can try to make her feel insecure about is the fact that she's black. And black is beautiful. So I don't understand how somebody could try to use that so low, so insecure, that you have to use the color thing. And that's why I always tell you guys, that's why I always say people are dangerous, because they have to find something to make you insecure. They have to look, even if it's the most irrelevant thing. They're so insecure. I was talking about this in one of my other videos. I don't even remember what I said. I think I was saying, what did I say? Oh yeah, that majority of your human experience is going to be you being gaslighted by other human beings, because people are so insecure that if they feel even slightly intimidated by you, even if it's something small, what she did, that starts. That's why I say I don't keep people around me for that specific reason, the insecurity. And how they just have to find a way. Like, how could you try to use my race as a way to make me feel insecure about myself? Like, imagine how much of a low, dirty person you have to be. I'm going to use that against her. That's why I don't keep people around me, because all they're trying to do is chip at your confidence. That's it. If you're confident in some area, they have to try to chip you in some way. That's how people are. And I always say that I don't like my energy tainted. I don't like my energy leached onto. You know, people will try to come in. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all about making you insecure in some way. It's in moments like that. That's why I'm able to have the knowledge and the wisdom that I have. And thank you guys for you all that always commend me for that. I've been through so much with people. I know people more than they know themselves. I know women. I can read a woman. I know exactly how they're going to act, what they're going to do next, how they're going to react. Just people. And that's why I hate to say it. You know, having so much wisdom and knowing people so well is a good thing. But sometimes it's very lonely, because you realize that most people are not good and you tend to not want to deal with them. You know, and the more you ascend, you are going to find yourself wanting to deal with people less and less and less and less and less and less as you mature, because you realize that, especially if you're a quality person, most people are very, very low in quality. You're going to start to realize that. And once you start to realize that, you're going to want to keep them away from you in order to protect yourself and your peace. Because, like, look at that. That's exactly what I mean when I'm saying, like, you're going to really pull out, like, my race. You're going to try to make me feel like that's the extent that people are willing to go when you're beautiful and when you like yourself. They're always willing to go the farthest extent to see. It's all about making you feel how they feel. That's why I always say I personally feel like people are just dangerous. I just don't really like people around me. I'm not a people person. I try to keep people as far away from me as I possibly can. There's only a select few people that I will actually allow to be a part of my human experience. But most people will never get close enough because I don't want to deal with what they come with. The insecurity, the passive aggressiveness, the shadiness, abuse. Like, it's too much. I just want peace. That's it. I don't want any of that. And right then and there, that's when I started to realize, okay, so this is what people thrive off of. This is human nature. Humans, making you insecure is a way that they can control you indirectly. So by her saying that, she thought I was going to be like, oh my God, I'm black. Oh my God, I'm not worth it because I'm black. I'm lower than everybody else because I'm black. That's what she's trying to instill, that insecurity. It didn't work because I know people and I know what they're willing to do. Anytime somebody is willing to go to the farthest extent to hurt you, it's because you have it going on. People don't waste their time on people who don't have it going on. Okay? Don't forget to sign up for the masterclass.